you lost it all. Lost it all. Every last penny. Every day, casinos install new slot machines, test the math, and project their profits. But sometimes, they get it wrong. Today, a former slot technician is revealing the 5 machines casinos wished they never put on the floor. These machines paid out so much, so consistently, that management panicked and pulled them. These aren't myths. These are real machines that cost casinos millions before they were quietly replaced. If you ever find one of these original versions, consider yourself extremely lucky, especially the 4th one. Machine 1. Buffalo Gold Aristocrat, released in the mid-2010s. Buffalo Gold quickly became one of the most played slots globally. Players loved its addictive gameplay and frequent bonus triggers, but casinos quickly regretted installing it. The math mistake. The problem was the gold head feature and the stacking multipliers. When you triggered the free spins, multipliers stacked up incredibly fast. Crucially, free spin re-triggers led to massive extended sessions where multipliers kept compounding. I've personally seen players trigger over 100 free spins from a single bonus round. That destroys a casino's hold percentage. The machines were supposed to keep about 8% to 10% of the money. In reality, many Buffalo Gold units were holding closer to 4% to 6% during peak periods. That's a huge financial loss. Every time management heard that distinct Buffalo chant, they knew money was walking out the door. The player edge. Smart players learned to time the game cycles before the bonus round. Veterans knew when a machine was statistically ready to trigger. They would circle the floor, waiting for casual players to leave after a few near misses. Experienced players would then swoop in and harvest the bonus that was already primed to hit. I watched this happen daily. Some regulars treated it like a part-time job, averaging $800 to $1,200 per week just from scouting these machines. Machine 2. Quick Hit Platinum Bally. Quick Hit Platinum was a massive success for Bally in the late 2000s. It had a clean interface, fast gameplay, and frequent wins that appealed to everyone. Casinos learned to hate it very quickly. The math mistake. The problem was the hit frequency, which was much higher than anticipated. The game was designed for frequent small wins, but the cumulative effect was devastating. When players spin 600 to 800 rounds per hour, those frequent small wins add up fast. Expected household was 8% to 9%. Actual hold was closer to 5% to 6%. I saw weekly payout reports where Quick Hit Platinum machines were at the very bottom. Taking them away would have caused a player uproar, so casinos were stuck. They eventually worked with Bally to lower the hit frequency on newer versions. The player edge. Players exploited the progressive bonus meter. Quick hit symbols would partially fill this meter. Regulars would hunt for machines with the bonus meter already 70% or 80% full. They knew the bonus trigger was statistically close. They would wait patiently for a casual gambler to give up, jump in, and collect the bonus someone else had unwittingly built up. I saw players make $300 to $400 an hour just by being patient and strategic. If you love hearing the real, uncensored stories from behind the casino floor, hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get back to the machines that cost the industry millions. Machine 3. Lightning Link. High-stakes Lightning Link was a progressive system connecting multiple machines, promising 6-figure jackpots. Casinos installed them as profitable crowd magnets. They were dead wrong. The math mistake. The linked jackpot system hit far more often than Aristocrats models predicted. The math underestimated the player volume and the high bet sizes these machines attracted. The progressive meters climbed 2 to 3 times faster than projected. When jackpots hit 2 to 3 times more frequently, casinos lost money, a lot of money. I was working at a property when we had 3 grand jackpots hit in one Saturday night, totaling over $160,000 in a single shift. The progressive meters were climbing too fast, and the trigger thresholds were set too low. Management was scrambling to update the firmware twice just to stabilize the jackpot frequency. The player edge smart players tracked the jackpot meters religiously. They knew the sweet spot when the progressive was statistically due to hit based on historical data. They only played when conditions were optimal. Advantage players treated it like a full-time job, sharing real-time meter levels across multiple casinos in private forums. They were pulling down consistent five-figure wins before the system was recalibrated. Machine 4. Monopoly Money Grab. WMS Monopoly Money Grab was hugely popular due to the nostalgia factor. But WMS and the casinos didn't discover a massive, expensive problem until thousands of units were deployed. The math mistake: early production models had a software glitch in the bonus calculation. Bonus triggers were happening too often, and a coding error caused the multiplier algorithm to stack incorrectly. A player could trigger a 5x and a 3x multiplier simultaneously, resulting in a 15x payout instead of just 5x. Players were winning 2 to 5 times more than the game was designed to pay out. Casinos could not publicize this. Instead, they worked with WMS to quietly swap out the early versions under the cover of routine maintenance, usually between 2 and 4 in the morning. We were specifically told management did not want players noticing the replacements. The player edge players who experienced the original, bugged versions made serious money. They hit multiple feature bonuses within minutes because the trigger frequency was too high. I knew regulars who made their entire rent money off this machine for a solid month before the patch rolled out. They played for 2 to 3 hours on max bet and left with $400 to $600 profit daily. When they returned one morning and the machine was replaced, they knew their luck had run out. Machine 5. Wheel of Fortune Classic. IGT Wheel of Fortune Classic. The most iconic slot series ever, had one major flaw in its early versions 2000 to 2005, incredibly generous payout math. The math mistake. The return to player RTP percentage was between 95% and 97%. To compare, most modern slots are 85% to 92%. A machine paying out at 97% was practically giving money away. Combined with the famous wheel spin feature, players were hitting consistent, steady mid-tier payouts that kept their bankroll healthy. Casino managers absolutely hated it. They knew these machines were too generous and too expensive to operate profitably. They were stuck hosting them because Wheel of Fortune was the most popular slot brand in America. Removing them would send players straight to competitors. The legacy for years: those original classic Wheel of Fortune machines were objectively the best bet on any casino floor. Savvy players knew that if you understood RTP, you played this machine exclusively. IGT eventually released newer, much tighter editions, and casinos couldn't replace the classics fast enough, phasing them out gradually. Next time, I'll show you how to spot when a modern slot machine is ready to pay out using the same back-end data and diagnostic indicators that casinos track in real time. You are definitely going to want to see that. Hit that subscribe button if you love hearing the real, uncensored stories from behind the casino floor. Drop a comment if you've played any of these 5 legendary machines. If you hit big on one of them, I absolutely want to hear your story. Tell me how much you won and which machine paid it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.